Clinical data confirms that by age 50, your glomerular filtration rate naturally declines by nearly 10% every decade. This happens in total silence. Most people unknowingly accelerate this decline by consuming healthy vegetables that are actually toxic for aging kidneys due to high potassium and phosphorus loads. In this video, I'm breaking down the top 4 vegetables specifically researched to reduce this filtration burden. From a resistant starch root that stabilizes insulin spikes to a cruciferous indole source that flushes toxins before they even reach your bloodstream. If you want to stop the silent accumulation of metabolic waste, you need to understand these 4 specific biological tools. Let's look at the data. Now, we need to address a major paradox in the world of nutrition, something I call the paradox of plenty. In our modern world, we are constantly told to eat more to be healthy. More vitamins, more superfoods, more minerals. But when it comes to your kidneys, especially after age 50, the most powerful thing you can do is actually the opposite. The real secret isn't about what you add, it's about what you choose to let go. This brings us to a reality that catches most people off guard. The paradox of clean and toxic. We've been conditioned to believe that all green, leafy vegetables are the ultimate health foods. And for a young, healthy body, they are. But as your filtration system ages, those same healthy greens can quietly become a burden. Why? Because many of them are packed with potassium and phosphorus. In a youthful body, these minerals are essential for your heart and muscles. But once your kidney function begins its natural decline, these minerals stop being nutrients and start acting like toxins. When your kidneys can no longer flush them out fast enough, they linger in your blood. They begin to irritate your blood vessels, harden your arteries, and force your heart to pump much harder than it should. Think about it. We often eat huge salads or drink green smoothies thinking we are doing our kidneys a favor. But if those greens are high in potassium, you are essentially asking an exhausted filter to process a heavy load of metabolic sludge. It's a tragic irony. You are trying to be clean, but you are actually creating internal toxicity. This is where the power of giving up comes in. The highest form of health intelligence for your kidneys isn't finding a miracle pill. It's recognizing that less is often more. It's about being humble enough to realize that your body's needs have changed. Choosing a humble, low potassium root over a trendy, high potassium superfood isn't a sacrifice. It's a strategic move. It's choosing to give your kidneys the one thing they crave more than anything else, a break. So, how do we find that balance? How do we replace those mineral-heavy burdens with foods that actually support the filtration process? Let's start with the first hidden gem on our list, a vegetable that gives you all the energy and satisfaction you need without the heavy mineral price tag. You might be surprised by just how common and how affordable this first solution really is. Let's start with vegetable number 1. And it's one that surprises almost everyone, cassava. Now, you might know it as yucca or a simple starchy root, but for your kidneys, it is a biological game changer. Here is why. As we've discussed, your kidneys are under constant pressure from blood sugar spikes and mineral overload. Cassava is unique because it's packed with something called resistant starch. Unlike white rice or potatoes, which flood your blood with glucose, resistant starch digests very slowly. It bypasses the small intestine and ferments in the large intestine, acting more like fiber than a carb. This keeps your insulin levels stable, which is critical because high insulin is like sandpaper to the delicate filters in your kidneys. By switching to cassava, you are essentially cooling down the inflammation in your renal system. I know some of you might be worried about two things: diabetes and toxins. Regarding diabetes, because of that resistant starch, cassava actually has a lower glycemic response than most tubers, making it a much safer energy source. As for toxins, raw cassava does contain cyanogenic glycosides, but these are completely neutralized by heat. When you boil or steam it properly, it becomes one of the safest, most kidney-friendly starches on the planet. It is naturally very low in potassium and phosphorus, providing the satisfaction of a meal without the metabolic tax. Now let us move to vegetable number 2, mung bean sprouts. You might think of them as just a garnish, but inside these tiny sprouts is a powerful defense force for your kidneys. Every single day, your kidneys face oxidative stress from filtering metabolic waste. This stress produces free radicals that attack your glomeruli, the microscopic clusters of blood vessels that do the actual filtering. Once these are scarred, the damage is often permanent. Mung bean sprouts are exceptionally rich in specific flavonoids and phenolic compounds. Think of these as a specialized repair crew. These antioxidants neutralize free radicals before they can scar your filtration membranes. A study published in the journal Food Chemistry highlighted that the antioxidant activity in mung bean sprouts specifically targets the tissues in the kidney and liver, providing a protective shield that few other vegetables can offer. Beyond protection, mung bean sprouts act as a gentle, natural diuretic. They encourage your kidneys to flush out excess fluids and sodium more efficiently, reducing the internal blood pressure within the kidney itself. They are incredibly low in calories, and most importantly, they are among the lowest potassium vegetables you can find. To get the most out of them, keep it simple. Add them to your soups at the very last minute, or toss them lightly in a stir fry. You want to keep that gentle crunch, as overcooking can destroy the delicate enzymes and antioxidants that your kidneys need. I want to ask you, have you ever considered cassava or bean sprouts as medicine for your kidneys before? Drop a comment below and let me know. I'm really curious to see how many of you are already using these hidden gems. Now, let us move to vegetable number 3. This is the one I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the savior that almost nobody talks about when it comes to kidney health after 60. It is the common string bean, or green bean. You've likely eaten these your entire life, perhaps as a simple side dish, but the science behind what they do for your filtration system is truly profound. String beans contain a secret weapon, chlorophyll. Research suggests that chlorophyll has a unique ability to bind to certain toxins right in your digestive tract. Think of it as a pre-filter. By neutralizing these harmful substances before they even enter your bloodstream, string beans prevent that toxic material from ever reaching your kidneys. This is a massive win for your body because it reduces the daily workload on your renal system from the very beginning. Furthermore, string beans are a gentle, natural diuretic. They contain plant compounds that stimulate your kidneys to produce more urine in a very stable, natural way. This helps flush out excess minerals and metabolic waste that might otherwise sit and crystallize, potentially leading to stones or inflammation. And, just like our previous choices, they are incredibly low in potassium. While most green vegetables like spinach or chard are potassium bombs that can stress an aging kidney, string beans give you the deep green nutrition you need without the mineral burden. Now let us move to vegetable number 4. Perhaps the most versatile kidney-saving tool in your kitchen, cauliflower. If you are struggling to give up high-potassium starches like mashed potatoes, cauliflower is your answer. But it's not just a substitute. It is a powerhouse of indoles and folate. Indoles are natural compounds that assist your liver and digestive system in breaking down toxins. Again, this is about downshift nutrition, reducing the amount of work your kidneys have to do. Additionally, as kidney function declines, many people struggle with anemia because the kidneys aren't producing enough of the hormones that signal red blood cell production. The folate and vitamin C found in cauliflower provide the essential building blocks to keep your blood healthy and your energy levels high. Now, let me give you a very practical tip for your kitchen. When you are preparing these, the how is just as important as the what. In my own kitchen, I've learned that the simplest way is the best. Steam or lightly boil your string beans and cauliflower until they are just tender. I know it's tempting to reach for the salt shaker or a pat of butter, but remember our goal. We are giving the kidneys a vacation. Instead, use fresh lemon juice. The acidity brightens the flavor just like salt does, but it actually provides citrate, which helps prevent kidney stones. Drizzle a little extra virgin olive oil for healthy fats, and use fresh herbs like parsley or dill. This isn't just a meal. It's a medical intervention that tastes like a gourmet side dish. Before we move to the final weekly routine, let me ask you, which of these two have you been overlooking? Are you a string bean lover, or do you prefer the versatility of cauliflower? Drop a comment below and let's talk about how you're preparing them this week. Now, how do we bring all of this together into a routine that actually works? The secret isn't just about adding these foods to your plate. It is about the power of letting go. By choosing these 4 vegetables, you are making a conscious decision to downshift the pressure on your renal system. You are trading high mineral stress for biological relief. Here is your simple weekly action plan. 2 to 3 times per week, replace your usual heavy starches like potatoes or white rice with boiled or steamed cassava. 3 to 4 times per week, incorporate fresh mung bean sprouts into your salads or stir fries for that essential glomerular protection. 3 to 4 times per week, serve steamed green beans as your primary side dish to keep those toxins moving out of your body. And finally, 3 to 4 times per week, use mashed or roasted cauliflower as a versatile, low-potassium alternative in your main meals. Now, you might ask me, how will I know if this is actually working? Since the kidneys suffer in silence, you have to learn to read the small signals of their recovery. Within 2 to 4 weeks of following this routine, pay close attention to your body each morning. If you notice less puffiness or swelling around your eyes and ankles, that is a sign your kidneys are managing fluids more effectively. If you find your sleep is deeper because you aren't waking up multiple times to use the bathroom, it's because the filtration burden has finally been lifted, allowing your system to rest along with you. And most importantly, watch your energy levels. When metabolic wastes like potassium and indole compounds stop accumulating in your blood, that heavy afternoon brain fog often lifts. You'll feel a sense of clarity and lightness that you might not have felt in years. Don't just wait for a lab report 6 months from now. Listen to the quiet thank you your body sends you every day through a steadier heartbeat and a clearer mind. This is the reward for choosing to give your kidneys the rest they deserve. As we wrap up today's video, I want you to take a moment to realize that your health is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of choice. By deciding to integrate these 4 vegetables into your routine, you are doing more than just changing your diet. You are showing a deep level of respect for the organs that have kept you alive for decades. You are finally listening to that silent worker inside you and giving it exactly what it needs to thrive. For those of you watching this because you are caring for an aging parent or a loved one, please know that your role is vital. Sometimes the best way to show love isn't through expensive gifts, but through the simple, thoughtful act of preparing a kidney-friendly meal. Share this video with them, or better yet, share it with a friend who needs to hear this truth. When we share knowledge, we protect our community. If this information helped you think differently about your health today, please take 2 seconds to subscribe to the channel. It helps us continue to bring you research-backed strategies for natural healing. And make sure you don't miss next week's episode. We are going to dive deep into the 5 early warning signs that your kidneys are struggling. Signs that most people completely miss until it is almost too late. You'll want to be there for that one. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself, stay informed, and I will see you in the next video.